Hello, my name is Andrew, and this is the first episode of my new Dota 2 teamfight analysis series, in which I will try to analyze confusing teamfights, helping you and of course myself to understand what happened during a certain teamfight. So before I start, I have a few things to tell you about myself. First off, I'm not a professional level Dota player. I never played Dota competitively and have no desire to play Dota on that level. I'm just a normal Dota player, and sometimes I get really confused in teamfights, having serious problems with tunnel vision and local map awareness. Something like when I don't really know where the heroes exactly are in a teamfight and who should I focus on. Secondly, English is not my native language, so don't expect too good and sophisticated speech. I just try to speak understandable and hope I won't make that much mistakes. I also hope it will not annoy you. The idea came into my mind when I watched GGNet's Purge question and answer video when someone asked Purge to help him get better at teamfights, and I honestly think watching replays and analyzing them, just as Purge mentioned, is the best way to improve yourself. I haven't played Dota competitively, as I mentioned before, but I played Counter-Strike for 8 years, highly competitively. I even showed up in some international events as a player, and watching replays was a big part of our team's success. So here I played a Captain's Mode game with my friends. We are on the Dire team. We have a pretty good lineup on paper, having Enigma, Lich, Darkseer, anti-mage, and me as Lynx in our team. And we are up against an Invoker, Omni Knight, Crystal Maiden, Sand King, and the Slardar, which is a pretty scary enemy team as well. Both teams have very strong, powerful AoE spells, good disables, and unluckily I didn't ban Slardar, so he's able to track my movements during this game. The teamfight happened in late game. It's actually the last teamfight of the game because we lost just after all of us died. And first I'm gonna play the teamfight in normal speed and then try to give you an insight of what just happened. Okay, so, as you could see, we initiated first. Darkseer searched himself, moved in, used Vacuum to pull the enemy team together, then Enigma casted Black Hole, Lich casted Chain Frost, and I started out at Omni Knight. Up to this point, it's pretty good initiation, I think. And it just looks like we are going to crush them totally, but then things turn around very quickly. We made a lot of serious mistakes, and we paid the price after the Black Hole ended. Let's take a look at who is getting hit by the Black Hole in the first few seconds. It's Invoker, who unfortunately had an Aegis, but it was still a good thing to disable him, because letting him cast his spells would have been disastrous, so it's a good thing that Invoker is disabled. Second hero is Slardar, who is pretty tanky. He has his Heart of Tarask, and he's very hard to kill, but just because he has an AoE stun, which can ruin our spell combo, it's also quite good that he got disabled. Third hero is Omni Knight, who dies almost instantly in the bloodbath. So in the beginning of the teamfight, we have the ultimate advantage. Okay, now let's just check what happened after the Black Hole ended. The two heroes we left alone, namely Crystal Maiden and Sand King, both have very strong AoE damage over time ultimates. Both can cast their ultimates, and we do just nothing to stop them. All five of us, including the carries, me as Lynx and anti-mage, all five of us focus on killing the enemy heroes inside the Black Hole. And this is the main reason why we have been eliminated. Basically, what we should have done is, after the very good initiation, I should have silenced Sand King with Orchid and start out-attacking him. I have an Orchid and Daedalus at this point, so he would have died very quickly against me. Also, anti-mage should have focused on Crystal Maiden, who burned a lot of her mana with his ulti, and she would have died very quickly as well. And after this point, we would have been in a 5 versus 2 situation against a Slardar and an Invoker, which is pretty much a one-sided fight. In our favor, of course. So, this was my first try on this new project. I hope you guys liked it. I'll try to improve the video format in the future, and I will also try to find out how can I draw lines on the screen in spectator mode. I'm not sure if it's possible or not, but if it's not possible, I'll just draw in Photoshop and put my drawings on the video when I edit my captures. I picked this team fight because it's not that chaotic, but it was really shocking to lose that, despite the initiation was very good, and it really confused the shit out of us after we lost, so I thought this would be a good example to start with. Thank you for watching my video, guys. Have a nice day, and I'll be back with more content in the future, hopefully. Goodbye.